Okay, Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 6, episode 7. Gossip Girl. Okay, so we pretty much start off with breakfast. Everybody is waking up, everybody is refreshed, and they're going to do um, some pool aerobics or whatnot. But we're enjoying breakfast, and we noticed that Wendy has changed her clothes. Now, remember last episode she had on, what was it, like pants, crop top with a shawl, whatever, over it. And Karen said, "Go back and change. I know you're not put that on. We have to go to the pool. Forget what them bitches talking about." So she goes and she switches up the game. Got on a nice one piece, bikini thong looking type apparatus. It might have been pleather. Anyway, it was shiny, cute. And the girls, enjoying themselves, having breakfast. Um, they bring okay, everybody slept good. Just kind of casual conversation, nothing too much, little jokes here and there. Then Robin or Giselle decides to pull Robin to the side, and she's like, "Look, I didn't want to have this conversation in front of everybody, but I'm just gonna want to just say it right, to you now and try to be a friend, step up my friend game and let you know what's going on, how I feel about whatever you got going on, which is your depression issues. Like, girl, what is going on? We need to motivate you. We need to get you back. Like, you got wine. Y'all together. Don't you want to be married? And he ain't gonna be with you if you gonna let that fine man go. All this type talk." And Robin just trying to tell her like, I got like a little bit of PTSD because when I was up, that shit fell. Like, remember I had the bad finance situation, the bad taxes situation. I had people stealing from me. So she's just afraid that building her brand better, embezzled, it's just maybe a little bit too much for her to handle at this situation, or she just doesn't really know what to do. And she told Giselle, honestly, like, she got a couple offers, like stores, when you have a line or something, you normally go to a store, retail, and have them sell it for you versus her just having it online. And she said, yeah, like Macy's, Target, or whatnot, but she ain't responding to the emails or nothing. So it's Giselle like, girl, what is wrong with you? I ain't kick your butt in the ass to make you go do something. I don't know. But that's kind of what Robin is on at this point. Karen did ask Candace how she felt about Giselle being all up in her business about Chris. And Candace just said, you know what? I'm not listening to Giselle. I've learned that she does not know how to, have a little couth. She doesn't know how to do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wants to pull it together and do her church lady, throw that hat on. But when she takes it off, so she said, I ain't worried about her. Me and Chris is good, okay? Okay, so pretty much they get on to this aerobics thing that Giselle done put together. So it's like 2 dumbbells, floaties, and they getting in there and they doing a little, synchronized 1-2 punch, swim across here, dip down low, turn around, raise your hands, whatever. And they all put on the giant condom, aka the swim cap. And Karen and Mia is sitting out on the sidelines just kind of watching and cackling because Karen said, nope, I gotta go back to Surrey and do my little ceremony, and so I got to keep this intact, okay? Lace front can't be floating away, like Simone's. I need it together. So while they're doing this, enjoying themselves, of course, Wendy, I will say this. She talked a lot of big game. Like, ooh, I do this, I do that. But then when it's time to actually do it, then it's like, wah, wah. So, yeah, you can't be talking about I'm a big athletic and I can swim or you can't swim. I mean, she says she halfway swims or don't for the confessionals. But according to me, if you're saying you're athletic, then okay, then maybe you should look a little bit better in that situation. But whatever, she did her best. She didn't even put on the cap, so I don't know. Maybe she wasn't trying to get her hair wet. Hence is why you should have put it on the cat. Boom. Especially me. I know I would have fell into the water, okay? Anywho, Ashley pops up on the scene. She's getting there. She's no babies at all, baby free, and it's helping with her depression or whatnot. So let me have some girl time. She grabs a beer off the rip, and you know, um, since all the girls are in the water, she talks to Giselle, or not Giselle, to Karen, and she's like, "Hey, fill me in on what's been going on the last couple of days." And Karen just automatically starts spilling out about Giselle. Ooh, Giselle said this. Ooh, Giselle came for Wendy. Ooh, Giselle came for Robin. Ooh, Giselle said that and this and that. And Ashley like, okay, I mean, I know, Karen likes to embellish a little bit, but sure, I'll take, this with a grain of salt. Let me go and talk around the room and see what's going on. And, they're done. Mia does eventually put her feet in the water at some point. But, they get dressed and they say, okay, we're going to go do lunch. So everybody get ready. And in the midst of this, Ashley gets shown around the house and whatnot. And she gets to talk to Giselle. And she tells her right off the rip, Karen already told me that you said this, you said that. And she like, dang, what the, like, I can't win for lose. That's all they want to talk about is me and what the heck I did wrong, but they can't say what they did wrong. And she told her about Wendy crying and stuff, and she said, well, I don't know. I know something wrong with her, but it wasn't my fault, It's either the rumors or she just overcompensating for something. Like, I don't know, but I'm tired of seeing her body, basically. And Ashley's like, well, we can just talk about it, She's the girl of reason at this point. Like, because, she know everybody. So she like, okay, I got to listen to everybody's side. Then I can pick a side or take my stance. And then I can try to wingle my way to maybe help y'all come to some type of resolve. That's what Ashley's playing peacemaker at this point. And Giselle says, sure, I ain't got no problem with talking about it. We'll bring it up at lunch. And while Karen was talking to Ray, she did bring up Giselle again, talking about she's such a monster and all this stuff. And Ray told her, right, like, why do we keep talking about Giselle? We should be talking about us and our marriage and all this stuff. Like, girl, get over it. And Karen's like, yeah, you're right. I'm supposed to be enjoying myself. Yeah, jump off of it, Karen. Jump off of it. Because at this point, you need to let it go. So they do go to lunch, and pretty much, Robin is late. She was working and do some things. But while they're waiting on her, they order drinks, they order food, and they kind of get straight into it. Like, so, Wendy, are we good? Like, what was my comment? I heard that you was crying on Karen's shoulders and all this stuff. So, is we good? Did I hurt your feelings? I didn't mean to. And Wendy was like, yes, it was the comment about you saying that how I had substance last year, but now I don't. So when she explained this, Giselle's trying to say, oh, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I was just saying what I saw. But you crying on Karen's shoulder, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's all on you. And Wendy's like, well, I just kind of felt a little bit slighted, like it was a bit of body shaming, and it came from you, and it's just, it's the words. Well, she didn't say it, but if she would have just said, like, it's the word substance, like, do you not know how that just cut me right there? Knowing who I introduced myself to as y'all in the beginning, yes, it was full of substance. Yes, it was full of my professionalism. But just because I want to show you a couple little titties now on the ass cheek, I ain't got nothing to me. Like, I'm on Wendy's side with this because, bitch, how dare you? Like, honestly, how dare you? That's what she should have stood up and said, bitch, you call me doctor from now on. How about that? And, we got a couple chime-ins. Skylar. She tried to say, yeah, I felt like it was a little interrogation. And then Mia's over there like, well, I mean, normally when girls show a little bit of poom skin here, it is a little bit, questionable. I just want to know how, where their heads at, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, okay, it's all judgmental from here. Ashley's chiming in, trying to be on Giselle's side, I feel. and trying to just say like, well, no, she didn't mean it that way, but we do see it changing you because he wasn't acting like this last year. Robin pops up and she, goes ahead with her 2 cents as well. Like, yeah, this is not the Wendy that I met off the rip. Like, we didn't see Sex Kitten in the beginning. That's all that we're trying to say. We saw Professor. And when she told everybody, well, I felt very happy that Karen was there to lend me some words. You know what I'm saying? I got to cry on her shoulder because she came to my defense. And of course, Giselle gives her the side eye. And Candace gives her the side eye because Giselle's like, don't you remember that her and Candace was doing all that motherly, mama dearest type situation? And you see where she did to Candace? She didn't hold Candace's hand through that Monique situation. So, you might want to rethink that. She only using you because she hate me. You ever think about that, Wendy? And Candace, I mean, she didn't say nothing, but she was, she was thinking, that's why she was thinking. But I think she was kind of maybe on Wendy's side in this situation because she's like, y'all are arguing over a bunch of nothing, which they really are. Leave Wendy alone. For Christ's sake, let her be who she want to be. Y'all mad? They mad. But they all mad except for Candace because Candace looked good compared to everybody else. And with no kids and all that stuff. So with kids and everything, yes, Wendy stepped it up. Look better than Robin. Giselle, you can work on it. And Ashley, she's about to get her stuff back. So, Karen, about the old folk. So, they do continue the conversation just a little bit while they're at lunch. And, Wendy does bring up, because Wendy, or not Wendy, but Mia was bringing up her little facts and her little 2 cents, or not facts, but 2 cents. And Mia, or not Wendy, all these names, Lord, confused. Okay, so Wendy tells Mia, like, well, you was a stripper in your background, and I didn't come up and judge you, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Mia says, well, no, wait a minute. It was a gentleman's club, and I didn't strip, and all this stuff. She's like, well, it doesn't matter. Like, everybody looking at her like, bitch, whatever. We already judged that book a long time ago. You took your clothes off, you prostitute, you escort. We all think it. It is what it is. I mean, I don't personally think it, hey. But like she said in the confessionals, look, well, Wendy can show off all her body all she wants to, but when I was doing it, Mama was getting paid. Wendy, who's paying you? Not me. So put your clothes on. Anyways, and they kind of closed the conversation with just Wendy telling all them, well, basically keep your comments to yourself. Robin said, fine, we'll keep all our comments to ourselves. And Wendy said, but I already know y'all all a bunch of judgmental assholes. So this is what it is. And I'm just going to continue to do what I want to because my man Eddie, he is there for me. And you guys are not. So this makes Giselle look side-eye and say, well, see, Ashley, I told you it's something with Eddie and it's cheating. Like, oh my God, she's trying to hide it all, but I don't want to say nothing. So can you go say something? Because, Micah was cheating on you all the time and they already had it in the blog. So you'd be the perfect person for that. And of course, Ashley's like, well, I guess so. I'll talk to her, you know what I'm saying? So they go on to the whiskey tasting. They get down with they got a flight, which is a board with 4, 5, 3 different combinations of whatever that is. Like, I like to do flight mimosas, champagne, and they got different flavors to pick from. Yes. And they got all types of beers wherever you go, different restaurants. So the instructor come, they get all their tastings in. Robin decides, fuck it, we on vacation. Guzzle, guzzle, guzzle. She takes them all. They got another drink cocktail going. Talking about, ooh, we getting drunk. Ooh, they having fun. And then Ashley says, okay, perfect timing. Wendy, can I talk to you for a second? Just a little smidge. And Wendy's like, oh, shit, Ashley, what the fuck you want, dog? And Giselle says, oh, no, let her go. Ashley only got a day to be here, so let her hurry up and go talk and get it out. Because she needed to go and do my bidding for me. Girl, okay, so she go outside, she take Wendy, and she say, okay, so this is what Giselle brought this up to me. She said the blogs was talking something about Eddie with some bitch or something, he cheating. And I just thought, we was wanted to talk to you and see where your head was at, because maybe this is why, you was just being a little extra this time, because we just don't know. And Wendy said, wait. Brr. Zip, back it up. So you mean to tell me that you and Giselle was talking about basically me and my husband, and she sends you out here to play messenger and be her mouthpiece to let me know how she was feeling. So she says, guess what? I feel attacked. You attacked me. You attacked my family. Nope, I'm not standing for it. Not at all, Ashley. I don't care if you were trying to be nice. Boop-de-boop-de-boop. The problem is, if it was Giselle who had something to say, yeah, I should have let Giselle come out here and cash the goddamn check. But obviously, it's gonna go, what's that word? The decline next in line. Okay? Sorry, that was funny anyway. But anyway, back when they was outside talking about me and the stripper, why did Candace have to say that bitch had some big ass feet? And you know what? When she said it, I said, you know what? I thought I was the only one who thought that. I think it was her the pajama jam party when she showed up, and I looked down. I said, oh shoot, that bitch got some big feet. And I thought it. She said it. Oh Lord, she said it. But anyway, yes. So they go back inside. She said, okay, thank you for letting me know, Ashley, but this is how I know that Giselle is on some bullshit, because she just went out there and just tried to humiliate me out there at the dang lunch. Now she's basically trying to humiliate me in front of everybody in the world, and I'm not having it. So they go back in and they kiki, cow. They all got a buzz by now. And she said, you know what, Giselle? You and the whole foundation you stand on, because what you're not gonna do is come from me, come from my Eddie, and come from my livelihood, okay, my womanhood, because guess what? You ain't got no ground to stand on, because you ain't got no man, no real relationship, no connections, no nothing. So how about you stay over there with your Polly want a cracker Robin ass over there. She said, bitch, go eat a cracker. Robin, she ain't gonna be quiet like Giselle. Giselle's like, I don't care. And Robin said, bitch, y'all can say what y'all want about why I'm will. But I'm gonna stand up for my girl. Oh Lord. Karen was sitting there like, praise the Lord. Wendy got it. Ooh, yeah. I mean, girl, put your arms down. And Skylar is like, is she doing this? She just doing it. Candace is like, what the fuck is going on? I planned this trip. Because that's how Candace be like, I planned this trip, and I thought that we were going to have a good girls' time, but no. Ashley has to come here and start some bullshit, because see, Candace is like, she on Wendy's side, but her radar didn't necessarily go to the Siamese twins. She looking at Ashley like, bitch, you don't come up in this house, a house that you was not invited to, because bitch, I did not want you here in the first place, and you coming up here starting some goddamn mess. Whoa, it's not gonna happen, at least not for Candace. Yep. Miss Zenwin just keeps on reading Giselle for filth. You know what I'm saying? Just drag her all down the dang street, up and down the stairs and around the corner. Okay, like girl, she just went for all types, like just scared. Like you ain't got no man, you ain't got no nothing, you ain't got no self-esteem. Like, is Jamal coming? Of course not. I mean, she just went all the way there. Like, y'all is the bottom of my feet. At this point, I need to scrape them off in the grass or on the side of the curb, like that. And of course, she mad at Ashley as well. And Ashley was like, "Well, I'm just gonna go because I didn't know that this was gonna happen." Well, what did you think was gonna happen, Ashley? I just don't know why you came in here and you just decided to just go ahead and do this for Giselle. You should have said, "No, I just came to have fun and just to hang out. So, how about you go and talk to her?" Like something like that. But no, you just thought, "Well, let me get my little camera time for 5 seconds because you know she got the baby, so she kind of got to get in where she fit in." Because you know the more time you're on TV, that's how you get paid. So she trying to get what she can, but in the way, you're just in the way and making mess. So Candace, like I said, was just sitting there. I know she didn't, did she? Did she? So when Ashley gets up, she's I'm about to go. She had milk, cause she breastfeeding, so she had milk and stuff in the refrigerator. And she started packing up. And Candace come behind her like, "So what was the whole point of you just coming up in here and saying that? Well, why did you do that?" And she said, "I was not trying to start no mess, Candace. I was just trying to, I just came to have fun or whatever." She said, "No. See, anytime anybody ever says something about Michael or in the blogs and stuff, I ain't never said nothing to you or I never brought it up to everybody." "Oh, yes, you have. Yes, you have. You're the one you feed the blogs. You're the main one." And she like, "Okay, whatever. Get your milk and get the fuck out." Like, Candace, you can only go so far with her. And then she gonna be like, "Bitch, you got the." She love to kick everybody out. Who do that too? Is that Kenya? Security? Yep. Okay, she got to go, and she watch you go out the door. Like, "Okay, Ashley, peace the fuck out." Boop. Like that. And pretty much Wendy is just hot, so she had to get up, take a walk. You know what I'm saying? Get some air. While they all trying to figure out like why is she so mad? Why did this happen? We was just trying to tell her how we felt, and she like, "No, Giselle, if you would have just came to me, like me after, if Giselle would have just came to you and said that instead of Ashley, would you be acting the same?" And she said, "Nope. I would appreciate her coming to me, woman to woman, alone by ourselves, breaking it down on what she felt and what she thought. But no, she got to be a coward. And that's what I don't like." So, of course, she had to go through all this, you ain't nothing, you this, like she's saying it all out loud. And her and Robin just sitting there like, whatever, let her talk whatever she want to talk. Let her say what she want to say. And Karen is on Wendy's side, of course. Candace on Wendy's side with this. And they like, "Well, we're just going to go to bed and we're going to see how this works out tomorrow. Because obviously, we is not going to get nowhere with this conversation." And that's pretty much how this episode just ends. Skylar just sitting there like, this whole time like, "Oh my God," so in shock. And, it is what it is. Yeah, I like to throw a lot of words around in these type of circles. At least it ain't the fist. Because that's what Wendy said. "Look, you know what? Let me go before I pull a Monique. And then I have to drag your ass. And then you have to sue me or call the police. And I ain't got time. Because she actually got shit to lose. Versus Giselle, she ain't got nothing. Okay? So it is what it is. Oh yeah, Eddie do not look like no Idris Elba. I will say that. She was reaching. He not an ugly man. But not no Idris Elba now. Yeah, so I don't know where she was trying to go with that one. If just what Giselle like, that's what Giselle like. But it is what it is. Peace out. This is actually a good episode, Ashley, always starting mess. But Giselle, Wendy's on you. Okay? She on you, girl.